Hello and welcome back to Obas Trending Gist. It's been a turbulent time for the Labour Party, a party that captured the hearts of millions of Nigeria in the last election cycle. But a lingering leadership crisis has now reached a boiling point with significant legal and political ramifications. In a landmark decision, the Federal High Court in Abuja has dismissed a case filed by Julius Abure against the Independent Electoral Commission (INEC), effectively ending his claim to the national chairmanship of the party. This ruling has sent shockwaves through the political landscape and raises serious questions about the party's future. So, what does this all mean for the Labour Party, its supporters, and the road to 2027? Let's break it all down. The legal battle that has paralyzed the Labour Party took a decisive turn on Friday. The Federal High Court Abuja, in a lawsuit number FHC/ABJ/CS/1523/2025, struck out Julius Abure's suit against INEC, stating a want of jurisdiction. This decision was not made in a vacuum. It echoed a monumental ruling by the Supreme Court on April 14, 2025. In that judgment, with appeal number SC/CV/56/2025, the Apex Court nullifies all prior recognitions of Abure's leadership. Essentially, the highest court in the land had already spoken, and the High Court simply upheld that decision. This has paved way for a new leadership structure, at least in the interim. Senator Nenadi Usman has been recognized as the interim national chairman of the party. Reacting to the latest court verdict, Senator Usman stated that the decision removes every lingering doubts about Abure's status. She hailed the judgment as an unambiguous affirmation of the rules of law and the Supreme Court's binding pronouncements. In her words, the chapter is closed. We must put distractions behind us and rebuild the Labour Party into a disciplined, people-centered movement Nigerian deserves. Now, you might be wondering, where does this electoral body, INEC, stand in all of this? Well, their position has been crystal clear and quite damning for Abure's faction. In a counter affidavit filed in court, INEC swore under oath that Julius Abure's tenure, along with that of the National Executive Committee, officially expired in June 2024. Furthermore, INEC delivered another heavy blow. The commission stated that it never monitored nor recognized the controversial March 27, 2024 Nnewi National Convention, where Abure claimed to have been re-elected. According to INEC, this convention was in violation of the 1999 Constitution, the Electoral Act of 2022, INEC's own guideline, and even the Labour Party's constitution. Senator Usman praised INEC's clarity, courage, and institutional integrity in this matter. So, if you've been wondering why the Labour Party, a party with significant grassroots support, was conspicuously absent from the recent bylaw elections, this leadership crisis is a direct answer. The party's internal turmoil meant it couldn't present a unified front and validly nominate candidates for those elections. This is a worrying sign for the party's organizational capacity and a huge blow to its supporters who were eager to see the party complete. The implications of this are far-reaching. If the Labour Party cannot get its house in order, its ability to effectively participate in the 2027 general election will be severely hampered. Political analysts have warned that the ongoing infighting could significantly impact the party's performance and present a major obstacle to its presidential ambitions. Alright, that's the news. So let us have a real talk. My own critical perspective. What does this power struggle truly signify? First and foremost, this isn't just about Julius Abure versus Nenadi Usman. This is a battle for the soul of the Labour Party. It is a classic political struggle between an established, albeit contested leadership and a reformist wing seeking to chart a new course. The tragedy here is that while the leadership are fighting for control, the vibrant organic movement that gave the party its newfound relevance is being left in the lurch. The court's decision and INEC's firm stance are a much-needed intervention to enforce the rule of law. For too long, the party has been bogged down by factionalism and a lack of internal democracy. The refusal to recognize the Nnewi Convention is a clear message that due process must be followed. You can't build a people-centric movement on a foundation of constitutional and procedural bridges. However, let's not be naive. While this ruling brings some clarity, it doesn't automatically heal the deep division within the party. The road to genuine reconciliation will be long and arduous. This party's new interim leadership has a monumental task ahead to rebuild trust, conduct transparent and inclusive Congress, and most importantly, reconnect with the grassroots who feels alienated by this protracted crisis. And this brings me to the 2027 election. The clock is ticking. The momentum gained in 2023 is a finite resource. If the Labour Party spends the next year or two consumed by internal battle, it risks squandering the goodwill it has garnered. Other political forces are already aligning and strategizing. The Nigerian electorate is discerning and will not wait forever for a party to resolve its internal squabbles. My take is this: the court has provided a reset button. It is now up to the stakeholders, the interim leadership, other key figures to seize this opportunity. They must look beyond personal ambition and focus on the bigger picture, providing a credible alternative for millions of Nigeria who are yearning for good governance. If they fail to do so, the Labour Party risks becoming a footnote in Nigeria's political history, a cautionary tale of a movement that imploded under the weight of its own internal contradictions. What are your thoughts on this leadership crisis? Do you think the Labour Party can bounce back before 2027? Let me know your comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more trending gist. This is Uba signing off.
Against the party. The formal notice of disciplinary action will be sent to the last known addressee, Mr. Julius Abure. Mr. Abure is hereby warned to desist from parading himself as the national chairman of the Labour Party or impersonating the office in any form. The apex court of the land has clearly and finally nullified his claim to leadership, and his tenure has long expired by the passage of time. His continuing acts of reckless denigration of party leadership and open war against the party is unwarranted. Rather than drag the image of the party further into disrepute, Mr. Abure is advised to deploy his time and attention to addressing the numerous allegations of corruption, forgery, perjury, and criminal conspiracies pending against him. The NEC of the Labour Party has passed a resounding vote of confidence on His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi, national leader of the Labour Party and the 2023 presidential candidate. The leadership of the Nigerian Labour Congress under the President, Mr. Abure, and the Trade Union Congress, and all the members of the Labour Party caucus in the National Assembly, and various states houses of assembly.